Morning, Rich Togs. Good morning. How are you this morning? I have my coffee. I have you. It's a stormy day here in Spain. Let me show you the sky. It's proper stormy. It's a little bit windy. Apparently the gota fria is on its way, which is Spanish for storm. Big storm, apparently. Big storm. So give me a shout out when you are here. Hashtag live in the comments for me, guys, if you're watching live, or hashtag replay in the comments if you are watching on replay. So I've got a couple of things to share with you. This week's Rich Tog Live, I moved from Wednesday to today. I've not been well, hence the pale pallor. I think I need a little bit of Scouse fake tan, I'm not gonna lie. But today I wanted to share with you the key points that have helped me turn inquiries into bookings. Hey Rachel, how you doing? Lovely. So we all hopefully are doing our marketing, and it's the marketing that generates inquiries. People messaging you, whether that's on social media messenger, email, phoning you. When we get those inquiries, our job is to turn those into bookings. Now, the first thing to remember is there is always going to be an element of conversion. You're not going to book everyone. Good morning, Rosie. How are you doing, honey? So as you're jumping on live, guys, hashtag live in the comments or hashtag replay if you're watching on replay. So I'm sharing with you how I turn my inquiries into bookings. I've also got a really exciting announcement. I'm so excited. So I will be telling you that at the end. So bearing in mind, part of this is always a numbers game. So I would say always bear in mind that not everyone who inquires is going to book with you. So one of the most important things you can do as a business owner, and this is remembering to treat your business as a business. You're not running a charity. You're not running an expensive hobby. This is a business. And the most successful businesses in the world, they track their numbers. They know their numbers inside out. And the same goes as well as for the finance side, the turnover, the profit, the income. It's your numbers with regards to inquiries. How many inquiries have you had this month? How many inquiries did you get last month? If you don't know that number, then start tracking it. And there's nothing more exciting than tracking the numbers. Have it on a piece of paper in your diary. At the end of the month, on the last page of the month in your diary, write how many inquiries you got and write how many of those turned into bookings. And that is your conversion rate. Have it on a spreadsheet if you're a bit of a spreadsheeter. So understand that not everyone's going to book, but knowing your conversion rate will help you understand your business and track your success. So if you've had 10 inquiries this month and you booked 8 of them, then you are on an 80% conversion rate. If you had 10 inquiries this month and you booked 3 of them, you're on a 30% conversion rate. Conversion rates differ from photographer to photographer. When I was in Newborn, I started off probably about 50-60%, and by the time I perfected my inquiry process, I was on 80%. In my brand photography business, I'm on 90% right now. At the last time I calculated it, 90% of my inquiries go ahead and book. So I know it's gone up. When I started, it was about 50-60%. So I've perfected my inquiry process. You know me, guys, I've 15 years in professional photography. I've started in weddings, events, families, babies, newborns. Now I am a brand photography specialist. But every genre I've worked in, I've understood my numbers. I've got to grips with the numbers. So number one, top tip for you guys is know your numbers. So now we want to talk about how we turn, I've got my notes as always, guys, how we turn our inquiries into bookings. Let me have a little sip of my coffee first off. Before I carry on, actually, I'd like to know who actually knows their conversion rate. If you can pop that in the comments for me, or if you don't know, just put, I don't know, I'm going to calculate it today or over the weekend, or make it your business from the 1st of December. Think how amazing if you track your numbers in December. Make a commitment, put in the comments, I commit to tracking my numbers from the 1st of December onwards. I would love to hear that, because I thought you'd say, oh, that's nice. I missed it. Do you know, it's actually not that nice to do. It's a bit lukewarm. I was rushing around making it, and then I was rushing around getting my notes, and then I was rushing around doing something else. And by the time I got here, my coffee was lukewarm. I've been accused as well by my husband this morning that I don't take enough care and love and attention when I'm making his drinks. So he stopped asking me for a drink. And I asked him why, and he said, well, you always do it in such a rush, and you don't do it with love and care. And I went, what? And he went, well, you pour the milk and you do this and you do this. And you need to do it with care and love. And you know, he was so right. I'm always rushing when I'm making drinks, so I need to be more mindful when I'm making drinks. Oh, funny. I don't know my conversion rates. Okay, cool. So you're so raised in my dojo, I live and breathe these figures. Brilliant, Rosie. And then I can focus on whether it's getting the clients. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yay, Rosie's committing to doing it. So I'd love to hear from the rest of you guys. Would you commit to, from the 1st of December onwards, knowing your conversion rate for inquiries to bookings inside out? If you don't know that right now, that is part of running a successful, profitable business. There's no getting away with that. If you know your numbers, I think when I think of the most successful photographers I know, and I'm talking about success in terms of making money, there are different parameters of success. Some people measure success by how beautiful their images are. Some people measure their success by how many competitions they're entering and winning, which is great. Everyone's version of success is different, and that is absolutely fine. But one of my parameters of success is earning money, because I have certain goals and things I want to achieve for me, my family, life goals and targets. So money is one of my measures of success. So if that's the same for you, if money is one of your measures of success, take it from me. When I think, and I'm thinking of them now, the photographers I know, and I include myself in that, because I don't think there's actually many photographers turning over a regular 6 to 7K every month, which is a shame, because we are all capable of it. I know quite a few photographers that are turning over the 10K mark every month, because they've gone over VAT. So when I think of these photographers, I know they track their numbers. I know they do. I know they are a little bit obsessive about it. I know one of my photographer friends, she will do it while she's walking the dog. She'll do some mindfulness. She's like me, believes in the law of attraction, but then she will go on her app and check her figures and go over her numbers, and then she'll sit down to work. So she knows her numbers. If I was to ask her, what's your conversion rate? How many inquiries are you getting? What are your figures? She would know them inside out. Taking you on the school run. Oh, lovely Rose. Oh, lovely Rachel. Fantastic. It's nice to be on the school run with you. So, knowing your numbers, guys, what is your conversion rate? I'd love to know in the comments. Do you know your conversion rate from inquiries to bookings? Now let's talk about how we actually turn those inquiries into bookings. I've got my notes here. It's getting a bit windy, so I don't want them to blow away. So there are 3 parts for me to an inquiry process. When you receive an inquiry, there's 3 parts that I think are crucial to turning that inquiry into a booking. And I'm going to tell you the tale of 2 inquiries. So this happened to an amazing photographer that came on board the Rich Talk Academy. And she, it was the week she came on board. So she'd had an inquiry the day before she came on board, and she dealt with it in her usual way, which was, hi, thank you for your inquiry. The inquiry, as usual, said, can you tell me how much it is? Then she said, hi, thank you for inquiring. And she sent them to her website where all the prices are listed. And they ghosted her. They never came back. So a couple of days later, she's joining the Rich Talk Academy. And she raised this with me. So I talked her through the inquiry process that I believe works, and works an absolute treat. And that process is, number 1, relationship building, treating that potential client like a friend, talking to them, building know, like and trust, building a relationship. If you had a friend come to you and say, so can you tell me about this? You wouldn't just send them off to a website. You'd talk to them about it. Talk to the clients. So that's number one, the relationship building element. Number two is the educational element. Enabling your client, your potential client, to understand how it all works, what they can expect from you, why you're different. And then number three is the learning element, learning about your client, getting information back from your potential client. So let's start from the top. You've had an inquiry, whether it's email, message, however it comes through. And I'd love to know in the comments, guys, how do you get your inquiries right now? How are you getting those inquiries? So that inquiry comes through. What do you do? What do you do with that inquiry right now? Do you send them to your website? Send a price list? That inquiry says, can you tell me how much it is? Which generally they will do. What do you currently do with that? So I would start getting used to not sending your price list, not sending them to your website, but start having a chat, building a relationship. This is part of the premium level business model that we operate in. Is a business model. I don't go down the route of a volume model. I go down the route of a premium boutique style business model, which is fewer numbers of clients, but each and every client, including at the inquiry stage, gets a level of service or a level of relationship building, a level of me and premium care and attention. So when that inquiry comes through, hi, say it's Jessica. Jessica's always my favourite name for these things. Hey Jessica, thank you so much. So if I go back to a newborn inquiry, hi, looking at your newborn photography, can you tell me how much it is? Hi Jessica, thank you so much for your inquiry. I took your advice in a previous life and I had a good chat first. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. I love that, Rachel, fantastic. And it's part of it is getting it into a process, a systemized process, so you don't fall off the wagon. You're getting a few odd looks. I love it. So getting used to it, so you don't do it for some and not do it for others. Getting it into a systemized process. So hi Jessica, thanks for your inquiry. Oh, how exciting. Congratulations on your pregnancy. Can I ask when your, my notes are blown away now, when your due date is? You must be so excited. So she comes back with, oh yes, thank you very much. My due date is the 1st of February, 2021. So you'll go back and say, oh, that's so amazing. It's nearly here. You must be thrilled. Do you know what you're having, girl or boy? So can you see I've completely ignored the price question for now. I am going to answer it, but I want to have a chat with her. I want to get to know her. Lily, come off there, please. Come off there. Good girl. So she's come back with, it's the 1st of Feb, but I've come back, oh, lovely, it's nearly here. Are you having a girl or a boy? She comes back with, oh, we don't know, we're having a surprise. Oh, how wonderful. I love surprises. It's a lot of my clients that are taking that route these days. It's such a wonderful thing to do, to have that level of surprise. Is this your first? She comes back with, yeah, it's our first. It's actually the first in the family. Oh my God, so excited. I'm going, oh my God, so excited. All the grandparents must be over the moon. So we're having a chat. I am growing know, like and trust. I'm building a relationship. I'm also giving her my premium care and attention and service. So this is the first element. I'm also getting her excited because I will continue the conversation to say things like, oh, I love having families where it's their first baby. There's something so special about having your newborn, your baby for the first time and capturing those moments. It's just really, really precious. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. You and your other half must be over the moon. We're getting into that excitement level. So then the next stage is the educational stage. So you can say, well, I've just checked my diary and I do have space for 2 more shoots in your due date month, around your due date. The way it works is we would book your due date into my diary, and then once baby arrives, because sometimes babies are late, sometimes they're early, we would book your shooting. But by booking in, we know we've got you guaranteed a space in my studio. And she comes back, oh, that's good to know, that's great. So we said, we actually have a special offer on right now. Would you like the details? Now that puts it back in control of the client. It's not like, oh, this is the price, do you want to book? It feels too salesy to me. And don't forget, the whole process is a sales process. We're building know, like, and trust. We're building a relationship. The whole process is a sales process. Someone's buying into you. So I have a special offer on right now. Would you like the details? So that person comes back and says, oh, yes, please. I'm so glad you've got space. That's great. So then you'd go into the pricing details. You'd talk about what offer you've got on or what's included. Then you'd answer any questions she's got, and then you'd go ahead and get the booking. Now, the last key point I will make is that to have some way of getting the booking there and then is crucial. Because if you say things like, oh, here's the bank details to transfer the deposit into, here, I'll invoice you, give me your email, things will get lost in the busyness of life. That person, that lovely mum-to-be, will go off and life will take over. A couple of days will go by, another week will go by, and you'll be in a position where you think, well, is she booking? Isn't she booking? I've not had her phone back. I've not had the payment. I've now got a chaser. It feels icky. That's horrible. That's a horrible place to be in as a photographer. So how about having some way of getting that booking deposit straight away? Literally just a link from Stripe, a PayPal landing page linked to PayPal, something that at the end of that chat within Messenger or at the end of that chat in an email, my dog's choking on a treat, you can say, once she said she wants to go ahead and book, you can say, here's the link for you to go ahead and book now. I'll save that space for you for the next couple of hours. Here's the link to go ahead and book. Let me know in here once you've done that, and I can then get your, ooh, the storm's on its way. I can get your welcome pack, confirmation email, whatever the next step in your nurture routine is, I'll get that out to you. But having that ability to take the booking and take the money there and then, so you don't get trapped into chasing that person. Does that make sense, guys? Let me know if that makes sense. So I hope that has helped. Now I have a little bit of an exciting announcement. It's exciting. Had an inquiry about doing actors' new headshots. Oh, fantastic. She said she would have a talk to her daughter and she didn't get back to me. So did you follow it up? Because that is also the crucial point. Following up our inquiries that don't book. And there is a certain process to do that. So we'll probably cover that in another live. But definitely follow up. One of the keys, Rachel, is when you get someone that says, oh, I just want to think about it. I just want to, I want to go and talk to someone. Get them booked in for a second chat or call. Would you like to have a telephone call at the end of the week and we can chat it through some more, or a video call? But also follow up your inquiries. Okay, guys, so exciting announcement. 2 bits of really, really exciting news. The Business of Brand Photography free 5-day challenge is now back. Yes, so excited. So I'm running the challenge again at the end of January 2021. What an amazing way to start the year, because I know this year we've had a bit of a squash banana of a year, let's face it. So I want to help you lovely photographers feel more motivated, get your mojo back. And even if you're not really considering another genre such as brand photography, come into the challenge, because we're going to be talking marketing. We're going to be talking how to get clients, how to deal with clients, how to price yourself. We're going to be talking how to position yourself, how to generate more visibility and more inquiries, and getting you noticed as a professional photographer. So I'm so excited. I will drop the link in the comments here to sign up for the next 5-day challenge, and it's free, 5 days online, where you have me and my undivided attention to ask any question you want about building profit into your photography business, building more success into your photography business. Think about what you want next year from your business. What do you want? You want to earn more money? Want to get more clients? Want to have better work-life balance? Sick of working all the hours God sends? Then this is the challenge for you. So get signed up. Now, to celebrate the fact that this challenge is coming back and I'm here for you and I'm helping you build your business, I'm also going to be doing 24 days of Advent mini trainings for you photographers. So from the 1st to the 24th of December, my little gift to you lovely photographers is 24 little mini bite-sized chunks that are going to help you build a better business for 2021. It's exciting! So watch this space to find out where these 24 days of training are, where the little mini chunks of training are just for you, and I will keep in touch with you and I will see you at the next one. But I hope that's helped, guys. Let me know if you would like access to that, access to the 5 days business of brand photography and access to the 24 days of literally 5 minutes every day, little bite-sized chunks of things you can do right now to make sure your 2021 is the best it can possibly be. Okay, guys, have a great day. See you soon.